55 years old William Carmack worked for Foreign Serval Sheep-herding Company for almost 3 years. His job was to bring a supply train of horses through Lulu National Forest to the site of the sheep. Nothing major happened during the 3 years he had been working there until July 22, 1959. The sheep camp was 15 miles from Superior, Montana. On July 22, 1959, William loaded 4 horses and 2 mules with supplies and headed for the sheep camp with his rifle. The sheep company knew William was en route and they expected him around July 22nd, but he never arrived. When the sheep company realized William was not going to arrive, they reported him missing. Sheriff Francis Tamietti was an expert in searching for the missing and he immediately gathered people and started searching the area. They checked the road William was supposed to be on, but there was no pack of horses or any supplies. After some time of searching, they found a 2 miles stretch of scattered supplies extending along a ridgeline. Equipment was scattered everywhere. The search party finally found some of the horses tangled in their bridles and ropes. Some saddle packs were twisted and some were partly torn off. Farther up the hill, they found the lead horse tied to a tree and had struggled to get free. The ground in the area was very hard and searchers couldn't find any tracks. They also found none of the animals had any wounds on their bodies. Searchers eventually found William's rifle in the dirt on a hillside, not on a trail. There was dirt in the barrel, but the gun had not been fired. They did a massive search of the area but couldn't find William. In a strange turn of events, when people were searching for William, the owner of the sheep herding company, Joe Serval, went missing from his camp. The sheriff had 2 different search parties searching for 2 men in different locations but close. The owner was last seen in the camp 15 miles from Superior, Montana. After searching for 4 days, William's body was found on a trail in the Bitterroot Mountains. Searchers claimed that it appeared he had died of natural causes, but no confirmation was given. 2 days after William's body was found, searchers found Joe Serval wandering 17 miles from the camp he went missing. Joe was not wearing shoes or any socks. He was found 4 days after he went missing and 3 days after searchers found the dead body of William. Joe couldn't explain how he ended up wandering away from his mountain camp. He was suffering from shock and exposure, but overall in a good condition. What happened to William Carmack and how Joe Serval ended up wandering around barefooted remains a mystery to this day. On August 5, 1964, 5 years old Richard Spyglass was with a group of family members who were baling hay on the Mosquito Indian Reserve around 70 miles northwest of Saskatoon, Ontario, Canada. In the evening, the group realized they hadn't seen Richard for some time now, so they started searching the area. After a short period of time, they called the authorities and a bit after, 20 officers with search dogs were at the scene. The search area was 20 miles south of North Battleford. This area is swampy and has lots of lakes. Searchers didn't think the 5-year-old could go far because of the thick bushes and how young he was. Richard couldn't speak. He was mute since birth. All the searchers were shouting for him, but they had no success. 24 hours after Richard went missing, Ted Mensah was working in his farm 8.5 miles north of where Richard disappeared. He said there was a very old street close to where he was working and he saw the boy standing in the road not saying anything. He said Richard was carrying a bottle of freshly picked berries. It's worth mentioning, berries play a role in these strange disappearances. Many of the people who go missing and found again have signs of eating berries during the time they're gone. The farmer offered the boy some food, but he refused. He said the boy had few scratches on his face and he didn't say anything. Ted later realized Richard was mute. There is no study ever that shows a 5-year-old who go missing was found 8.5 miles from where he went missing, traveling through thick bushes and vegetations. This shocked the searchers. How Richard managed to travel 8.5 miles in only 24 hours to reach where he was found remains a mystery to this day. On July 21, 1991, 52 years old William George Caswell was on a boat with her daughter on Panache Lake northwest of Thunder Bay, Ontario. William's daughter later explained they were traveling on very smooth water when suddenly both were thrown into the water for some unknown reason. William's daughter was able to swim to shore, but her dad never showed up. Law enforcement searched the area and dragged the lake without finding a body. William George Caswell was never found.